Hi there, my name is Chris Jones. I am a 2017 culinary school graduate. I decided to go back to Orange Coast College to take some advanced courses and learn more. I absolutely just love being in the kitchen. So today I'm going to be talking about smoking beef ribs. And in another video in this series, I will talk about developing your rub recipe and different types of rubs for different kinds of meats. But right now, we're just going to talk about these beef ribs and how we're going to prepare them to have them marinate with the rub overnight and then go on the smoker in the morning. So what I have here is I have beef short ribs with the bone in. These are USDA Choice, which should be stamped on the package when you buy your meat. This is really huge. This is about 23 pounds. This is 4 racks with 3 to 4 bones in each rack. So let's get started. So I prefer to do something like this in a container so that it can catch any extra blood and meat juices that are in the package. So you can see what I have here are 4 racks. So each one is approximately 6 pounds. And you've got the bone side and the meat side. So I'm going to go ahead and set these 2 here. And we will work on preparing these 2. Now, one of the things that you can do, some people do, not everybody does, is you may want to trim away some of the fat along the beef side. It will allow the rub to more likely get into the meat. There's sometimes a little bit of silver skin, which you can get rid of. You don't want to get into the meat at all. But for this purpose, we really want to be able to taste the seasoning in the meat once it's all completed. I'm going to go ahead and just prepare one of these right now. I'll end up doing the same thing to all of them. But for the purposes of this video, we're going to talk about this one. You definitely want to be sure that you pat the meat dry. You get off any residual fluid that it may have had in the bag that would prevent your rub from sticking to the ribs. Make sure they're nice and dry. Now, just plain old yellow mustard. This is the best thing to use. The vinegar and the mustard helps break down the proteins and help the meat absorb the rub. So we're just going to give that a squirt. You don't need a whole lot, just enough. It'll kind of help the rub stick to the meat. I'm going to get all the edges, all the sides. And we will even do the back. Okay, there we go. Now I have previously prepared a rub, which I will talk about in another video for recipes. This is beef ribs, so I have gone with a more savory rub. It's got very little sugar in it, and I went a little bit heavy on the black pepper. And then it's got garlic salt and some other seasonings that we really enjoy. And we always save all these old containers and use them for our rubs. They're the perfect size. So we're going to go ahead and shake some on here and just break up any, if you have brown sugar or paprika that is stuck together, just break up those little balls. And you want to get a nice even coat. And I'm being especially careful here on the meat side. I want to be sure that we get all those nooks and crannies. And I want to be sure that we get the edges. And we will even get the back. This back silver skin will kind of shrink up and so the meat will be exposed along the edges, so it can't hurt to have some rub all over. Okay. Okay, so there we are. I'm going to finish the rest of these. I'm going to go ahead and put them in the pan. I'm going to cover that with saran wrap, and I'm going to put it in the refrigerator overnight so that the rub can soak into that skin, and the salt will bring out a little bit of that juiciness. Then we will put them on the smoker in the morning. I hope that you enjoyed this. Thank you so much.